Have you ever felt crushed under the weight of grudges, guilt, or unresolved emotions? Imagine a practice that consists of just 4 sentences and yet has the power to heal both your emotions and your psychological wounds. Today, we are diving into a technique called Ho'oponopo, an ancient Hawaiian practice used for reconciliation and forgiveness. Curious to know connection with psychology? Let's explore. Hello, my lovely dearest Luminous. Welcome to the Lal Team, a venture to psychoeducate India. I'm Priyanka Kharb, a practicing psychologist, and I love psychology, spirituality, everything that helps us to grow and glow from within. मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप सब अपने माइंड को बेहतर समझें ताकि you can live more fulfilled and meaningful lives. In today's video, we talk about Ho'oponopo, its origins and the science behind forgiveness and how you can use it in your daily life to heal and grow. Stay with me till the end for the bonus insights on how this connects to psychological research and therapeutic practices. Well, what is Ho'oponopo? It's a cute name for sure. It originates from a Hawaiian folklore and traditions. A legend says that families would come together to resolve conflicts by confessing, forgiving, and praying. A respected elder would guide them in restoring harmony between the family and their environment. This practice reflects the Hawaiian belief of interconnectedness, that among people, nature, and the divine, everything is interconnected. It is not just a method of forgiveness, but a way of life that bridges spiritual and relational aspects of life. Basically, it says कि हम अपने actions, thoughts and energies की responsibility लेना सीखें, and this is very much aligned with psychological principles of personal accountability. अपने कामों का, अपने decisions का खुद responsibility लेना is what this is promoting. Well, let's start off with those 4 sentences क्या हैं? Those 4 sentences which make up the prayer. The 4 sentences are: I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Each phrase holds symbolic and therapeutic meaning, which we will explore in detail in this video in both psychological and spiritual terms. To start with, I want to tell you about the psychological basis for the emotion of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a very well-researched topic in the field of psychology. Studies such as done by Dr. Everett Worthington suggest that forgiveness is not just about excusing harmful behavior, but also releasing emotional baggage from one person. Let's see how Ho'oponopo's 4 phrases align with this psychological principle. First off, the sentence is, I am sorry. This reflects humility and accountability. A key part of cognitive behavioral therapy, which is the CBT approaches, recognizes the role that you have in the conflict. Because once you recognize your own role, it shifts your mindset from a victim mode to a person who's also taking control and charge of what's happening in their life. CBT speaks very strongly about recognizing your own power and the own freedom of taking decisions in any situation. When you say I am sorry, you're basically saying कि इस situation में जो भी negativity हुई है या conflict हुई है, I'm not sure कि मेरी directly उसमें कोई involvement है या नहीं है, but अगर if there is any way कि I have participated in making anything negative or hurting someone, I take my accountability for that much negativity that I've caused, because of which I am saying sorry. So this I am sorry can be understood with the help of an example. Imagine having a misunderstanding with a friend. Instead of blaming them entirely, acknowledging your role, like not communicating clearly or maybe giving like a body language that was not open enough, and you saying sorry first for the part that you played in the conflict opens door for repairing communication and just making the other person feel a little open to let things go. So that was all about the first sentence, which is I am sorry. The next sentence is please forgive me. Now, according to Dr. Kristen Neff's research on self-compassion, seeking forgiveness from yourself reduces shame. It fosters emotional healing. For instance, if you've made a mistake in a team project that affected everybody else, instead of carrying the guilt, actively ask for forgiveness for yourself. जब आप अपने आप को माफ करने के लिए अपने आप से माफी मांगते हैं, it's a very liberating process. It not only lightens your emotional burden, but also rebuilds trust in your own capabilities. Similarly, in personal life, seeking forgiveness from yourself for not meeting certain expectations that you have only put on yourself is also a powerful step towards emotional recovery. So the second sentence where they say, please forgive me, is actually me asking forgiveness from myself. The third sentence is thank you. Gratitude interventions improve emotional well-being like you know how. Well, they say that expressing thanks reinforces positive neural pathways in our brains. And it is supported by neuroplasticity research also. Neuroplasticity research is basically saying that how our brain actually changes with our new experiences. Imagine receiving unexpected help from someone during a busy week. Sincerely thanking them not only strengthens your bond with the person, but also creates a positive feedback loop in your brain. What is this loop about? It basically says that yes, whenever you will be in trouble, you will get help somewhere or another. Acknowledging your own efforts of asking for help is also another feedback that's going in your mind. All of this will boost your self-esteem. आपको अपने बारे में ज़्यादा अच्छा और confident feel होता है when you say thank you to someone else. I would say please start saying thank you for even the smallest of gestures that you think has somebody's helped you with, because आपको realize भी नहीं होगा कि आप कैसे एक gratitude की vibration में जाते चले जाएंगे and it will really improve your self confidence. ये एक misconception है कि जब हम किसी को thank you बोल रहे हैं तो हम उसके लिए thank you बोल रहे हैं. नहीं, हम अपने लिए thank you बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि वो हमारी vibration को raise करता है. Well, the fourth sentence is I love you. Unconditional love aligns with attachment theory and creates a secure emotional base for growth and resilience. Well, let's take it one step at a time. When I say I love you, it's not just the I love you in a romantic sense. Basically, ये दर्शा रहा है that जो भी मेरी life में हो रहा है, I want to vibrate in the vibration of love. मैं उन चीजों से अच्छा फील कर रहा हूँ, खुश फील कर रहा हूँ, एक्साइटेड फील कर रहा हूँ, and that's why because of that feeling मेरे अंदर से expression निकल रही है I love you, right? So it raises your vibration once again. And जब हम एक high vibration में होते हैं तो हमारी resilience की जो level होती है वो बहुत high होती है. Resilience basically means कि difficult situations में से हम कितनी जल्दी अपने आप को उभार पाएं, वापस लेके आए. इसीलिए resilience को bouncing back भी कहा जाता है in psychological studies. So when I say the sentence I love you, I'm basically saying everything is good, I love everything, and even though at the moment I'm not feeling this, just the fact कि हम उसको reiterate कर रहे हैं, बार बार repeat कर रहे हैं, somehow that calmness settles down in our heart. So these are the 4 sentences. I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. These 4 sentences are what the Hawaiian prayer of Ho'oponopono are made of. Now, in the beginning of this video, I told you कि हम लोग अपनी guilt या अपनी unresolved issues को कैसे help ourselves with this prayer. So, उसके लिए let's understand which psyche of our mind does this prayer tap into. Ho'oponopono primarily engages with the subconscious mind, where deeply rooted are our beliefs, memories, and emotional patterns. So कार्ल युंग एक बहुत फेमस साइकोलॉजिस्ट हैं एंड ही सेज कि हमारा एक शैडो सेल्फ होता है. इट्स द हिडन एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ आवर साइकी व्हिच वी ऑफन अवॉइड और सप्रेस. बेसिकली ये वो साइड है, ये वो शैडो साइड है जो हम एक्सेप्ट नहीं करना चाहते. मे बी हम उसके बारे में वी आर अशेम्ड, वी आर गिल्टी, वी आर नॉट वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट दोज साइड्स ऑफ आवर पर्सनैलिटी, ऑफ आवर लाइफ, ऑफ द डिसीजंस दैट वी हैव मेड इन आवर पास्ट. सो जो भी चीजें हम अपने आप से एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पाते हैं, हम उनको बेसिकली एक बंद कमरे के अंदर डालते चले जाते हैं, एंड दिस बिकम्स द शैडो सेल्फ अकॉर्डिंग टू कार्ल युंग ऑफ कोर्स. व्हेन वी से द होपोनोपो प्रेयर, the psyche that is getting tapped into is this shadow self. Through self-responsibility, which we are taking through the prayer, love and apology, we basically integrate the fragmented parts of our shadow self. जो भी चीजें हम accept नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, हम proud नहीं हैं, जब हम ये prayer अपने आप को बोलते हैं, अपनी space में हम ये बार बार दोहराते हैं, it makes us accept our own parts which we are ashamed of or guilty of or don't want to look at. Modern psychology supports this because integration through these concepts like mindfulness, emotional regulation, all of these words have basically come about from psychological researches like CBT, accessing deeper emotional states in hypnotherapy, closely aligned with Ho'oponopo principles as well. In short, what I mean to say is cognitive restructuring, मतलब चीजों को देखने का तरीका बदल जाता है जब हम लोग ये वाली प्रेयर बोलते हैं. वी स्टार्ट सीइंग थिंग्स फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट एंगल, वी स्टार्ट एक्सेप्टिंग आवरसेल्व्स, वी आर नॉट हार्श, हम अपने ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा सख्त नहीं रहते हैं. एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दिस there are changes that start coming in our emotional well-being. All right, now we also need to see ki from a spiritual perspective, Ho'oponopo taps into which idea? It taps into the idea of karmic connections. When we say I am sorry to someone who has hurt us, मतलब किसी और ने हमको तंग किया लेकिन फिर भी हम responsibility ले रहे हैं to say sorry, we acknowledge that we may have played a role in this relationship in maybe a past lifetime. Basically, it's a practice about saying that maybe in a past lifetime मैंने आपके साथ कुछ गलत किया था, that's why इस जन्म में आप मेरे साथ ये गलत कर रहे हैं. You are giving me pain, you are troubling me, you're making me struggle and suffer. So when I say I am sorry, I take accountability for whatever I have done to you at a subconscious level or at a soul level. Same thing is with the rest of the 4 sentences also. So this is the spiritual aspect of the Hawaiian prayer. Alright, let's come to the practical aspects of this prayer. हम इस prayer को कहाँ apply कर सकते हैं? First of all, we can apply it with our loved ones. For example, if you've just had a fight with a friend, these 4 phrases can help you open the emotional blockages, prepare you for a constructive dialogue. The best thing is कि जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको ये 4 sentences अपने friend को verbally बोलने हैं. You can even come back home after the fight, say this, repeat this repetitively by keeping your friend in your mind, and you will see that you will come in a calmer space, you will have a new perspective on the fight, and maybe जब आप अगली बारी उनसे बात करेंगे, you will be in a more open state of mind. So besides using it in relationship, friendships, family, etc., the second place that you can use it is self-forgiveness. We are often very harsh on ourselves. हम अपने ही बहुत ही harsh critic होते हैं. अपने आप को criticize करने के लिए कोई मौका नहीं छोड़ते हैं. So when we practice this particular prayer for ourselves, जब हम अपने आप के लिए ये बात बोलते हैं, it fosters compassion and empathy for our own self. The third place that you can use it is in workplace conflict. Ho'oponopo can mentally help us process the resentment towards colleagues and bosses and enable you to be more professional, more neutral when there are tense situations. So अगर आपकी कहीं पे नहीं बात बनी है, you can just come back to your cabin or your work desk and you can start saying this prayer in your mind. You will find relief. Finally, you can use it for stress relief. Studies show that forgiveness practices really release anti-stress hormones, and they reduce stress hormones like cortisol. It also helps you bring back a lot of physical health. So these are the 4 ways you can use this prayer in your daily life. Now that you have understood the philosophy of this prayer, you've also understood where all you can use it, कहाँ आप अपनी जिंदगी में इसको apply कर सकते हैं. अब समझते हैं कि exactly करना क्या है. What are the exact steps that you need to follow? Well, sit in a quiet space and take few deep breaths, close your eyes and then center yourself. जब आप अपनी breath के ऊपर ध्यान देंगे, आप automatically थोड़ा centered feel करेंगे. Now, visualize the person or the situation in your mind जिसके साथ आपकी थोड़ी सी अनबन हुई है. And when you're holding that person's image in your mind, start repeating the 4 phrases. You can say it loudly or you can say it inside your mind silently. You will say, I am sorry, I acknowledge my role in this mess. Please forgive me. I forgive myself for all the blame and the guilt that I've put on myself. Thank you. I express gratitude for the opportunity to heal. And I love you because this is going to foster unconditional love and harmony between both of us. ये जो explanations मैंने बोली हैं, ये आपको बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है. ये सिर्फ मैं आपकी understanding को deeper करने के लिए बोल रही थी. What you have to say is simply the 4 sentences. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. That's it. When you say this many times, आप खुद देखेंगे कि एक lightness आ गई है आपके body में. आपको एक emotional relief, एक vent out feel होगा. एंड बहुत सारे बेनिफिट्स होंगे टू द माइंड एंड टू द बॉडी. स्ट्रेस रिड्यूस होगा, इमोशनल रेगुलेशन हो पाएगी. आप एक न्यूट्रल सिचुएशन में आके सेम कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को एक डिफरेंट परसेप्शन से देख पाएंगे. इट एनहांसेस न्यूरल पाथवेज ऑल्सो इनसाइड योर ब्रेन. This is supported by many neuroplasticity researches. All right, so now finally I want to set some realistic expectations with this prayer. Ho'oponopono is a powerful tool for emotional healing, but it's important to set realistic expectations. This practice won't magically resolve conflicts or change others. It's just supposed to transform your inner world, creating space for peace and clarity. That's why इस prayer को meditation भी कहा जाता है. Ho'oponopono को meditation भी कहा जा सकता है. You will find many YouTube videos where you play it with calming music and you can just keep chanting with the video. For instance, these phrases address long-standing family issues. Relationships may not mend instantly, but it will help you process your emotions and respond with greater understanding. Also, we all have to understand real healing is a gradual process. And this practice works best when combined with open communication, with therapy and self-reflection. So finally, we come to Priyanka's bonus insights. Ho'oponopono is not just a spiritual ritual. It's a practical tool backed up by psychology to promote emotional well-being, personal accountability, and peace. It's not about changing the others, guys. It's always about transforming yourself. आप कभी भी ये सोचते रहेंगे कि दूसरे चेंज होंगे और तब आपको पीस मिलेगी, तो ऐसा नहीं होगा. So wherever you are, whatever that you're struggling with, is it resentment or guilt, remember that these 4 phrases, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you, will always help you go to a calmer space and a nicer state of mind. I hope you found this video very helpful, and please, if you did, share it with someone who you feel needs it. Don't forget to subscribe to the Laltain for more such insights on the mind, emotions, and spirituality. Until next time, keep growing and glowing.